Hello, everybody. Big welcome to everybody joining me for day 17 of 40 days of praise. Big thank you to everybody who has joined from the beginning or who is popping in for the first time. So thanks to those on Facebook Live. Thank you to those on Zoom. And thank you to those who are going to be watching replays on YouTube. So I'm going to continue with the stories. If you're new here, the format has been I'm compressing 40 years of God's goodness into 40 days. And so many people are hearing some of these stories for the very first time. And I'm thanking God for his goodness and his grace in my life. And I am singing, and we're having a sing-along as well, all in 10 minutes. If you know someone that needs encouraging, needs to be cheered up, this is the place to be. Okay. And I'm hoping we've had a nice day. Mine was particularly long, but I'm grateful to God that I don't quite look it. Okay, so my first year, like I said yesterday, I had moved to the University of Ibadan, and I got a shock to realize I was not getting the course I wanted to study. But nonetheless, I'll just mute everybody now. Nonetheless, once I got into the swing of things, I just settled right in. 100 level was a time when different fellowships were having freshers parties. So they were cooking for us and treating us really nicely and everything. So you just hear, they're doing party here. They're welcoming freshers here. So that's practically what we did the whole year, going from one freshers party to another freshers party and comparing jollof rice and food and that kind of thing. So that was fun. My hope was to change course. Rather unfortunately, I happened to fail one course. And to my mind, I just thought, oh my God, I can't afford to fail a course, any course for that matter, if I want to change my course. But God is a God of miracles. And that is not where the story ended. Okay, I will digress from that point. There was a departmental staff, departmental driver, very, very wonderful man. He used to remind me of Father Christmas, very jolly, very happy. And he used to shout, Didoki, Didoki, and he would be shouting from a distance. And if I could turn red in my skin, I would have turned red, because wherever he was and he saw me, he would just be shouting and laughing. And I used to be so embarrassed, because that time I was in biochemistry. I wasn't in medicine yet. And so it was as though, this man, why are you shouting now? But you know, you need people around you that can call out greatness in you, even when you're not seeing it yet. And that was one person that was very positive about that. So by the time everything happened, the way we hoped and the way we prayed it would happen, which was another miracle on its own, his words had come to pass, and I was now in medical school. It's a bit more, the story is a bit more contorted than that, but that's the short version. So I gave out my accommodation in 100 level. By the time I changed to medicine in 200 level, I needed accommodation, and one of my friends very, very kindly squatted me. I liked her a lot. Apparently, this was not going to be the end of squatting. If you remember the story, I squatted in Ilorin with my sister. I was squatting with my friend in 200 level. And we were very fond of each other. So we would sleep and wake up and go to work and come back. And when we came back in the evening, the way we will hug and greet ourselves, people will be saying, did you not see yourselves this morning? Why are you so happy with each other? But she was a really, really lovely soul to be with. And her name means gift. Her name was Oreoluwa, lovely lady. Okay. I had some buddies in 100 level. 100 level ended a little bittersweet, because my closest friend in 100 level did not change to medicine. So that was a bit of a sad thing that I needed to adjust to. But today my song is going to be titled, I'm Climbing My Mountain. So some of you might know the song. I'm sure I first heard the song in Kids Praise. When I start singing it, you might be familiar with it. And I don't know which mountain you're climbing. By the grace of God, you are going to make it. There were some other spectacular songs throughout medical school, but I will be singing them on a later date because they deserve a day of their own. But I will sing I'm Climbing My Mountain, and the sing-along is colorful and bright. I will get there. My future is bright. I will get there. I'm hoping we all know the song. If somebody knows the song, you can write the sing-along in the chat box. For those that don't know it, please write it. Colorful and bright, I will get there. My future is bright, I will get there. Those are the wordings of the sing-along, and I'm hoping we know them. Okay, so I'll sing I'm Climbing My Mountain. Let me take a deep breath now. Okay. When something seems too hard to handle, too big to conquer, too far away to touch, when all your dreams begin to shatter, and deep inside you, you're hurting oh so much, that's when it's time to say, I'm climbing my mountain step by step. I'm climbing my mountain day by day. I'm climbing my mountain all the way. I'm climbing my mountain. I'm gonna make it one step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. With Jesus by my side. One step at a time. One step at a time. I'm climbing my mountain. One step at a time. And even though you might grow weary, don't be discouraged. In your weakness, God is strong. Remember this, He'll never leave you. He won't forsake you. He's your strength and He's your song. So sing and start to say, I'm climbing my mountain step by step. I'm climbing my mountain day by day. I'm climbing my mountain all the way. I'm climbing my mountain. I'm gonna make it one step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. With Jesus by my side. One step at a time. One step at a time. I'm climbing my mountain. One step at a time. I'm trusting God for you and for myself as well, that whatever the journey is, whatever mountain we need to climb, by the grace of God, we will climb it through the help and the strength and the grace of God. The view on the mountain is absolutely breathtaking, is worth the work put in. And by the grace of God, we will get there. So before we go into the sing-along, I am going to talk about my birthday wish, which you might have heard. So I'm going to start sounding like a broken record going forward. My plan is to give a token to 40 widows or widowers, 40 orphans, and 40 ministers, meaning 120 people. They all need to be indigent, meaning needy, poor, unable to afford the basic necessities of life. That is the group I would like to give something to for my birthday. You are all welcome to be part of it. It is definitely a blessing to receive. It is more blessed to give. I am not one of those that believe in winding people to give. I believe if you have ever discovered the joy of giving, you would not need to be wound up by any chance. It will just happen automatically. And I'm praying that God would grant us that grace to give cheerfully. And that's the kind of giving that God responds to. Okay, so please contact me so that you can get details of how to contribute to this. By the grace of God, I am working towards it. I know God is able to make it happen, not through my power, but through his own great power. So there is a number that you can contact via text message or WhatsApp. The number is 07444 727 855. If someone doesn't mind putting that in the chat box for me, please. 07444 727 855. Okay. So you can contact that number to get payment details if you're willing to contribute to that. Okay, thank you. And if you know somebody that desperately needs to be on that list, please contact me. Thank you. Yes, so the sing-along is colorful and bright, I will get there. Colorful and bright, I will get there. My future is bright, I will get there. My future is bright, I will get there. Colorful and bright, I will get there. Colorful and bright, I will get there. My future is bright, I will get there. My future is bright, I will get there. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me.